Well, hello, hello, baby. This is your lovely Misty Stone, and you are listening to the podcast by Mata.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hey guys, hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Today is Friday. We have another fabulous show for you today. Um, we have a guest from the adult industry who specializes in financial domination as well as a few other things, I'm sure. Please welcome to the show, Mistress Ameena. How we doing?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
How we doing today?
Good, good, and yourself?
Oh, doing well, doing well. Can you talk a little bit about how you got into the industry?
Yeah, so I've been in the industry for about 10 years now, and I initially got started. Now, are you talking about doming or movies?
Either or,
Okay, well,
or both.
um, okay. So for me, when I started, let's see, I started with a boyfriend at the time, and we were both interested in exploring our sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
And once I tried it, as far as being more aggressive and learning how to have that power exchange, I really got into it. And after that relationship was over, I decided that I wanted to stick with it. So I
Mm-hmm.
made it more of a lucrative business for myself. And then, as far as the industry is concerned for movies, get the Gas Mask Girl, Baby Boy Gets Poked Twice was my first movie.
Oh,
Um, but it's been a pretty fun ride, pretty interesting. You meet different types of people all the time. So
okay, all right. Yeah, and and that's released today, I believe.
yes, yes, today it's available on gasmaskgirl.com and on Pornhub.
Okay, and that you've got some interesting people in the co-starring bit there.
Yeah, yeah. So it was great working with Lucky Star and Violet Cox. I mean, these were amazing ladies. They were definitely fun to be around. It was all around great cast. And even the Gas Mask Girl crew was awesome. They made sure that the set was safe. They were very professional. So it was an amazing experience overall.
All right, all right. And can you give a little teaser hint about what's going to be involved in the movie?
Well, there'll definitely be some poking involved by two.
Okay.
Yeah, some good fetish action in there as well. Some tickling, some foot fetish scenes. Just an all around fun movie.
Okay. All right. Great. Now let's talk a little bit more about the dominatrix kind of
Okay.
stuff. And for those who are listening, probably who don't have an idea of what's involved, can you give a little like uh brief like 101 crash course in it?
In in being a dom or having a dom experience.
Uh, basically, it's say use me as a guinea pig. Say I wanted I'm kind of new to it, and I went to you
Uh
to
huh.
kind of experience it. What would I be in store for?
Okay. Let's see. Well, first, we would have to go over like the five things in BDSM first
Mm-hmm.
before I would even try to maneuver anything in this. So I would obviously have to know, like, I would have to have your consent. We would create a safe word together.
Right.
Obviously, aftercare is important depending on how hard the scene is. And we would talk about limits and negotiations. And if you're brand new and you don't know any fetishes or anything that you want to try, or you don't even know your boundaries, we would obviously start with just some general things, like maybe some light cropping, some light bondage. It just all depends on how comfortable you feel too, because ultimately, at the end of the day, when you have a sub, because a slave and a sub are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to create a connection with someone and to have that power exchange happen. And sometimes you have to push and in order to start that dynamic. Um, so I don't know if that's uh, what you were looking for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Mhm.
it's just some of my listeners who usually are usually expect a certain part of the industry, and so this is something new to them probably. And that way they get a little
Yeah.
taste of it and what to expect. Some of them are probably sitting there going, "Hey, this sounds interesting. I may want to give it a try." You know.
Yeah.
So.
And I think too, like the fantasy of it all is very appealing, especially when you may have an intense lifestyle already, and people will seek a dom in order to let go, to have that release, to not think, to have decisions made for you.
Mm-hmm.
So like that too is a benefit as well.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Now, let's talk about a little bit about the AVN stars that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
And oh, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So AVN Stars for Gas Mask Girl, it's a wonderful platform. You can see the content that I've posted up there. We have content posted, I think, just about every week, if not every day. Um, so it's a fun account. You'll see many different things, stuff from gasmaskgirl.com being posted there, as well as some of my stuff that I put up there as well.
Okay. Yeah, and also there's I mean, there's kind of a little there's like a fetish there where people actually like wearing the latex type stuff.
Oh, yes, yes. So, as you know, in the fetish community, especially in the BDSM community, latex is really popular, and so there's a lot of that stuff up there as well, and it's really enjoyable content. I think in the BDSM community, it can represent a lot of things. The latex itself, as far as like having that second skin, but still being confined,
Mm-hmm.
it has a lot of appeal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hmm,
Yeah. And
yeah,
I've seen like videos where they use that in scenes where they're like tied up or whatever, and then they have that on them, and
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. I think it puts you in a different state of mind as well, because ultimately BDSM is about just having a different state of mind and having that change, and it can become very addicting.
right, right, yeah. So like if you're used to being the dominant one, um,
Hmm.
you may want to know what it's like to be the sub, and then you would look into something like this, and
Right. And it's very freeing, because if you're used to being in power all day, like let's say you have a high power position and you have to be in control, make all the decisions and think constantly, um, being the opposite is very freeing. And knowing that you have a safe place to do that with,
mm-hmm.
or to be, to be with a person with, to do anything of that sort is pretty exciting.
Okay,
So.
yeah, yeah. Now, what are some of the without mentioning names, obviously, some of the more interesting sessions that you have done with people?
Well, let's see. I would have to say I had a Europhilia client who, how can I put it? Because I can't mention any names, but he was in a very powerful position,
Mm-hmm.
and he enjoyed Europhilia, which is basically water sports,
Okay.
and he also enjoyed being humiliated, and he enjoyed being blackmailed. And when I first met this person, I wasn't too experienced at the time
Uh huh.
with blackmailing, but the more scenes I did with him, the more comfortable I became. It became more of a game to me, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he obviously enjoyed it as well, because he was worried about someone else finding out. And now, as far as intensity, I would say that was more of a psychological than physical intensity.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those psychological intensities are more fun than just having the physical release of feeling specific pain, or uh, yeah, than having pain per se.
Right.
Because
Right.
because there's just a lot of assumption in the industry that, oh, being a dom is you just inflict pain, right? They just have that automatic fantasy, where you just go you go see a domina. She'll slap you, she'll whip you, she'll crop you, she'll cane you, whichever. You'll enjoy being, hurt, and then you leave. But it's just much more evolved than that.
Right. Now, say someone who's been like a sub, even like in their like their normal day life, and
Yeah.
they wanted to come to you and experience how to be like the dom, and they wanted to like uh, dominate you. Would that be a session that you would consider,
No,
or no?
no, no, no.
Okay.
I would not. Now, I would recommend a few things to that person. Let's say someone who was submissive in their daily life and they felt like they really needed to have more control, and
Right.
this was something that they wanted to pursue. I would suggest them to read a couple books. Actually, have them down on my other piece of paper. I don't have them at the moment, but I would
Mm-hmm.
give them recommended books, and then for them to start gradually to find someone. Maybe go, um, if they were in a relationship, they can try to talk to the person that they were with and try to safely play that way,
Right.
and
Right.
that also would bring them together closer.
Right.
And having to experiment and all those kinds of things, that's the safest way um,
Isn't there
that
also
I
like,
know of.
are there also like classes they could take to learn how to do what you
I'm
do?
sure. See, the thing is, since because of COVID-19, I'm not sure of like who's offering what
Right.
class,
Right. Right.
right? But I'm sure there are classes that you can take. But when I was learning it, I did it all myself. I didn't take any classes.
There
I
you go.
just practiced with the,
You
yeah, I just practiced with the clients that I did have, and with the relationships
there
that
you
I
go.
did have.
So
Yeah.
yes, you
Hmm.
got the degree at the university trial and error.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
Class of hard knocks.
that's the best way
So,
to learn. Best way to learn right there.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't have to pay anyone, because in this life we have to do it ourselves, and it's us that makes the most of it.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Now you have a upcoming Cougar King movie. You.
Oh, yes, yes. So the Cougar King is a parody of the Tiger King, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Jeremy's going to be in it.
Oh my
And
gosh. That's
and I'll be playing a dominatrix in that movie as well.
okay.
So I don't know the specific details as to when filming
All
and
right.
and and such, but I'm really excited for this.
Well,
So
yeah,
it should be a lot of
definitely.
fun.
Heck yeah, you get to be in a movie with the legend Ron Jeremy, and
Yeah, exactly. What a
yeah,
legend.
yeah,
Yeah.
he seems like a really good guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. He seems pretty great.
Yeah. Now you also have a movie with Kristen Craze, I believe, coming out.
Yes, yeah. So that's still in the works. We're trying to get everything situated for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be a dominatrix in that movie as well, and it'll be great to meet her.
All right. Now also again, you guys don't forget about the scene she's got coming out today with Violet Cox, Club Lucky Star.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, and
yes.
where can they find that again?
They can actually find that on the movie will the movie's on Pornhub, and also the movie's on gasmaskgirl.com.
Okay, all right, great. And then of course also guys follow her on the AVN Stars
Yes, yes. Can't forget
as
about that.
right as well as the Gas Mask Girl website. You can follow her there as well. And then don't forget about her upcoming movies that she just discussed with the Cougar King movie, as well as her upcoming one that's getting worked out right now with Kristen Craves.
Yes, yes.
Is there before we close this out? Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans and listeners?
Oh, yes. Come check everything out. I'm really excited to have everyone watch it, and I hope you guys enjoy the movies.
All right, great. Hey, well, thank you for being on.
Well, thanks for having me,
Oh, well,
Joe.
of course, and of course, you're always welcome back anytime.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, there it goes. Hey, we had a fabulous guest, Mistress Ameena. I hope you guys like the show. Make sure you guys check out everything that she discussed with her upcoming films that are coming out, and we'll see you next time.